Welcome to Mobile Car Mechanic. Today we're going to be doing a window regulator on the passenger side for a 2000 Honda Civic Coupe. This is going to apply for 96 to 2000. Alright, so to do the window regulator we need a couple of tools. So we're going to go ahead and use a regular Phillips head screwdriver, a 10mm with an extension, and a 3/8 ratchet, as well as the regulator here. I chose to get the one that actually has the motor attached to it. You don't have to. But this is the whole piece here. We'll put the part number in the description. Alright, first we need to take out two Phillips head screws, one in this pocket and one behind the door handle. So I'm going to go ahead and get the door handle first. The screw is hidden right there. It's probably gonna fall, so just make sure you catch it. Just gonna put it on the floor. And there's another one right here. Alright, to get the door handle one out, you pull the handle out, and then you gotta wiggle this out. And then you turn it, so that's over the handle. This guy is just going to pull right out. Make sure you don't pull too hard because there's a connector for the window switch. Just push the tab. Okay. Now, if you have an EX, there's going to be a tweeter here. If not, there's not going to be a tweeter there, but you still got to pull this plate out. So just stick your fingers in there and just pull. Just kind of wiggle it out. If you have a tweeter, don't pull it too far because there's wires. Just let it hang for a little bit. Alright, keep it loose. Now, we got to take out the speakers. All you have to do is just stick your finger in here, pull it out. There's going to be 3 screws in these little holes here. Do you need to take the speaker out in my case because the wire is hooked to the speaker. You can't access it without taking it out. My speaker. Now we're going to go aim for these screws right here. Screws are in there. My screwdriver is not magnetic, but it's fine. It might pop out when you try to pull the panel out. All you have to do is find a little gap here, or you can even pull on this, and all you have to do is pull. Now the door panel should be loose. All you have to do is just lift it from the corner. Be careful not to catch the tweeter. Off the panel goes. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and unplug the tweeter so it's not dangling anymore. Just push the little tab in there and just pull out. Come off. Just to make it a bit easier for myself, instead of having this dangle all over the place, I'm just going to take this little support off. Now we're just gonna take this little vapor barrier off, so it's not getting in the way. Alright, so at this point I have to roll down the window. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and roll down the window. So I'm going to go ahead and put power to the car. I do have to use the switch, so I'm going to go ahead and hook it back up. Now what we need to do is we need to lower it until we see this bolt here and the bolt right there. Alright, once we do that, unplug the switch, turn the car off, bring out my 10mm wrench. Go ahead and get this one here first. You don't have to take it all the way out, just loosen it a bit. We're going to go ahead and slide this piece here at the bottom, and it's going to loosen it up. Do the same thing on the other side. It's easier to go through the speaker hole to do that. Alright, and then I can what I'm going to do now is take the window all the way up and tape it so it doesn't fall. It's going to be kind of hard to do it one-handed. It's possible. Now we got to get the bolts off for the window regulator. There's going to be two here. These are also 10mm. Okay, and then under this is going to be about 4 more. I have one here. Another here. Power wire unplugged here for the motor. I'm gonna pull this guy out. Alright. This one I'm gonna use there's gonna be tabs in the back here that you can push on with your fingers or a screwdriver, a flathead. pop that one out. If you're getting a new window regulator, they're gonna have the clips. If not, then you can reuse it by not breaking those tabs out. I'm just gonna fish it through. Alright. Now I'm gonna try to pull it out from this side here. The old window regulator. These are the clips I'm talking about. What you want to do is just push it with your finger, compress the sides in with your finger, and you can pull it out without breaking them. Alright, so this is the new window regulator. I'm just going to go ahead and put it back in reverse order. Wire, motor, this piece right here is going to get bolted to these two spots. Just like that. And the motor is going to be bolted back where we took those screws out. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to lift the motor by hand from the inside and try to line up the holes. So we're going to use these 4 holes here that we had earlier. Just use 2 hands and look through there. It's going to take some juggling until we find the hole. Okay. Make sure it's hard. You're gonna hurt yourself a little bit. Put that there. And then line it up here. That one wants to be difficult, so we're just going to use another hole for now, so at least lines it up in place. Okay. This one's going to be a little tricky. You can get it. We're not going to tighten all the bolts yet until we get everything bundled up. And I'm going to get these 2 that you're not going to see. So we get all the bolts in now. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten it up. onto this one now. Alright, so the original had 2 clips, this only has 1 clip. Doesn't matter. We're just going to go ahead and rehook this up to the power. Sometimes it fights you. So it doesn't want to go in. There we go. Sometimes you gotta mess with it. And just push the clip in. Alright. So now what we're gonna do is lower the window regulator so we can attach the window back to it. So lock the switch up. Apply power. Alright. And once we see this lower, we want to match it up until we can see it here too. Finagle it. Alright, once we have that, we're now going to go ahead and lower our window. Make sure that you do this straight, because if it comes off the track, you're going to have to do it all over again. Just let it slowly and straight as possible. Until we match it up down here. Do is we're going to put the screw, if we can get it in there. Alright, then we're going to slide it so that the bolt matches up. Once we have it in place, make sure we tighten them down. Now we're going to go ahead and test our window. Alright, everything is working. Now we just go ahead and reverse order and reassemble. Alright, so I'm going to put the vapor barrier back. It's probably not going to stick, but it's okay. This will hold it in place. This is the bracket. You're going to go ahead and put back here. Go ahead and put on the door panel. Actually, if you have a tweeter, you have to put the tweeter in actually first. Yeah, let it gotta finagle this in a way where you're gonna put the top rubber piece here into this guy. So it's gonna be a little tricky. I find that it can help when you tilt it a bit. Alright, so we got it in order. Now, there's gonna be clips. Just give her a smack. Should be good. Make sure you don't get that stuck in there because that's for your window. Clip that in. And there's a tab here. Just make sure you stick the tab down first. Put that in place. I'll put the screw now. Put the speaker in. Alright, got the speaker installed. I'm just going to put the little 3 screws in these guys and put the door panel in place. Just going to mess with it a little bit. Put the trim piece in, so you just gotta remember that. And then make sure the lock is unlocked. Just line it up. Put the screw in here. Put the speaker grill back on. Has little clips in it. These 2 guys have to go in first. And you just snap it together. That's it. And then for the tweeter, this one's a little kind of a pain. But we're gonna go ahead and tuck it in there. Just make sure you don't break any wires. And once you get there, just look inside. And then, there you go, it's clipped in. We're done. All right, just completed the window regulator. Thank you for watching Mobile Car Mechanic. See you next time.